Hi, how's everybody doing tonight? Here with a demo. I'm demoing this Pure Drive. One of my friends let me borrow this, and I'm finding out what the deal was. Remember, I was telling everybody I was using the profiles because they were heavier and wider, and I'm thinking what it is I like this, like the blade. It's 10.6 ounces. But I'm used to play. I like playing with a wide body racket and a heavier racket. So this is a great racket, and it's not. It's the only thing, like I said, it's just a little bit flimsy. Like when you're hitting the ball, it just seems like it bends in your hand a little bit. And then this uh, this racket that my friend let me borrow. This isn't the tour one. So the tour one, the Pro Tour one, the Pure Drive Tour, is actually 11 ounces. So this is 10.6 ounces, and the tour is like 11 ounces, but it's the same exact thing, 100 square inches. And I just like I'm finding that I just like a heavier racket and one that's a wide body compared to the conventional thin body one. So I serve better with a wide body racket. I have more accuracy. I was served pretty good with this one, and like I said, the only thing that I was having problems with is that my elbow was hurting a little bit after playing with it. I started getting tennis elbow, and yes, I had the racket restrung. The first time that I had it strung when I first got it, it was at like 54 pounds, and then I had it restrung again at 50 pounds. So right now it's at 50 pounds, and still having a little bit of problems, with my elbow just hurting a little bit. So if I was to play with this, I would probably go back to my tension that was playing with a while back. Sorry, my camera seems to be a little wide, off a little bit. Okay, so I would go back to 40 pounds on the mains and like 36 on the crosses, and I would use Slinko on my mains and Genesis on the crosses. I like it that way. I also like the Solenko on the crosses and the Genesis on the mains, but I just like that type of string together. It makes a good hybrid, and for volleying and serving, and just the ball grips better in my opinion. I'm not a pro or nothing, but I just have things that. All right, honey. All right, love you. My wife's going to do Instacart and while I play tennis practice. So my friend Al, really good dude. He let me borrow the Arrow, the Pure Drive Arrow, and this is 100 square inches, and he's got some kind of Lexon in here, head Lexon, and it's strung pretty tight. It's in probably around 50, 54 pounds, 50, 52, something like that. So once again, when I get I'm gonna order the Tour one, and I'm gonna be playing. This is gonna be my new racket. This is what I'm gonna be playing with. I'm gonna play with the Pure Drive 100 square inch. Excuse me, 100-inch radius. It'll be a little bit over 11 ounces, and about 325 to 340 grams around there, I think it is. I'm gonna have to look on it, but the tour, the Pure Drive Tour is a little heavier, so I like the heavier racket. I like the wide body feeling, like I said, and I was doing pretty good serving. And then I found this old classic at the Goodwill. I just bought it. It was like $5. This is a Prince triple threat, and it is 105 square inches, and it's 4 3/8 grip, and obviously the nylon string that came with it. I was just hitting some serves with this thing, and you can crack it pretty good. So I would probably get this restrung with some Solenko in it, and probably put it around 50 pounds, and give this to little Joshua. Let him play with this one. Or I would just come out here and goof around with it when I play doubles with my friends during a week or something. But this is gonna be my new racket. So, and like I say, I highly recommend the blade. If it's great for all levels of play. I see a few guys on here teaching pros. They're using the V6. This doesn't have the counterbill in it, so I don't like the one with the counterbill. I tried to demo that one. That's not very good. I didn't like it the way it feels. But I highly, if you're like Wilson rackets, this is not a bad racket. And then I seen that dude from Tennis Tunes, Brett. I think he plays with the V8 or the V9, the newer one. And that I demoed that, and that's a really nice racket. It's a little heavier than this one. It's also got a little more stiffness to it. So this stiffness in this is from what I was looking at, the stiffness is over 70, so that's what I liked. And the Wilson Profiles, the stiffness in that rating was over, almost 84 or something. It's a really stiff racket. It's been a Kelvar. But let's get into this. Let's do some serving. Let's try to have some fun with this and get some training in. I have to work on my serve because I've been using 3 different types of rackets over the last month, trying to figure out what I want to use, and now I found something I'm really comfortable with, and this is something I'm going to go with. And if I change my mind in the future, it will probably be either to a Pro Staff or one of the blade series, just something heavier and thicker. But I do like this wide body arrangement, and 100 square inches compared to playing with the 95s, the Wilson Profiles, which are 95 square inches. And then this obviously is 98 square inches, so it does make a difference. So we're gonna have some fun with this, and let's see what we can do. Hey, how's it going tonight, guys?
Good, how you doing?
Good, man. do a lot better with my legs bending, for sure. I wasn't getting a lot of leg bend the last couple times I've been out here with my knee the way it is, and I'm not one to make excuses. One of my good friends, Coach Brick back there, I've known him since I've been 19 and I'm 53. He's an amazing guy. He was just talking about how my serve is improving. I'm like, yeah, you gotta get out here and grind. And funny story, we played doubles against him and this other friend of ours, Steve. And these guys are solid 4 or 5, 5-0 players. They used to play in the opens and doubles. Still awesome doubles players. And I was serving, and I had every one of my first serves went in. I placed it amazing, and ended up losing my serve. They were just killing it, man. Every serve that I hit it back. They're coming into the net. You know, you have to hit sick passing shots to get the ball by these dudes. And when they volley, I mean, they're one level from being pros. I mean, this guy owns a tennis facility and everything. He's an amazing player, and he's at 70s. And he had a little health problems. It was good to see him out here. So I was just thinking about this dude in my mind the other day when I was out here playing, and then I see him tonight. I feel really good that I had to see my friends, and I have a lot of friends of mine that are older. And like I said, I started really playing tennis when I was about 17, 18, and I'm 53 now. And I played in some tournaments. I won some in the 90s. And then in 98, I had to have a hip replacement, and that was the end of my tennis thing because I couldn't move. So I quit playing. And then, as you folks know, 2 years ago, I started playing again. And now I'm feeling really confident with this racket. I'm feeling really good. And I'm looking forward to getting to the position where I can go to Texas and play this guy, Trey. I think it's going to be awesome to play this dude. He's a really nice, he seems like a really nice guy. And, you know, it'll be a battle of the ages or whatever we were saying. But it also will be a way for us to introduce tennis to all different age groups, and you know, and introduce a game that's going to be something you can do for the rest of your life. Because, like I said, my friend in his 70s, still out here grinding, still out here smashing off the tennis ball machine, still out here serving, training, you know, just amazing. And we're gonna, like I came over here to see about my leg bend. I want to see how much bend I can get in my leg now while I'm serving. So let's see what we can do. A lot of people grunt when they hit or stuff. I always been a person that would hit exhales when I serve. It just relaxes me. I don't really make too much noise when I play. I exhale. I don't know. The only person I've ever seen do that is Aaron 16, but that's just always been. So. Get that ball to that hook and back when I get a chance to, you know. I always try practicing that one. When you play left-handers, I go down and do the arm a lot. I get those strings, you know, get the setup that I like. It's a really good setup for my friend, the way he plays, but I just don't care for the strings and licks. Licks on them, I don't really care for them. I like their head, there's some kind of head, synthetic or whatever. Good God, I hope I don't break these two strings. You can see notches in them already. I don't really hit a serve that big either, man. That's what I'm saying. Alright, let's see. Second serve, second serve. One out wide. Second serve, out wide. I just like that slice serve. It's such a good way to get your opponent off the court. So you slice out wide. Let's say the ball comes with it, just like you're gonna slice it out wide. It's a 1-2 combo, I guess. Slice, doesn't return it. You're gonna hit the corner. Coming. That same thing, but it's gonna be the flat. Alright. I'll try a flat serve out wide. That's kind of flat. We're gonna try. See. Down the line. Now, when you hit this down the line, you gotta realize if you don't cover that, you know, don't stand there and watch the shot. Because if they run that ball down, they're going across court and you're going to be out of position. So go, when you get that shot, kind of just, you're going to hit the shot, and once you come in, you can come in behind that too. So if you're going to stand on the baseline, you want to slide over, you know, and then cover that cross court with another cross court. And people were asking, hey, why do these people hit so, you know, why do they hit so many balls across court? Well, to be honest with you, there's about 80% of the people, even coaches and stuff, aren't really tennis players. They're people that play tennis, and there's people that are tennis players. So you, to be a tennis player, have to know what the dimensions of the court are, why people are doing what they're doing, and have an idea of what kind of strategies are going on, right? So the reason why people hit cross court because you get more room. Well, what's the big deal? Okay, from this baseline to that net is 39 feet. Okay, so it's 39 feet from the baseline to that, from the baseline to the net. Now, when you go from baseline to baseline, that's 78 feet. Okay, so when you go from cross court to that other cross court, you can add another 10 to 15 feet, depending on how far you're hitting it and stuff like that. So it gives you an extra 10, 15 feet, in some cases maybe even 20 if you're playing doubles. So that's why a lot of people hit across court, because it's a safer shot, because you have more room on the court just by mathematical purposes alone. So, and another reason, like, why would you serve out wide with a slice serve? Okay, so when you serve out wide, more than likely, the people that are going to return it are going to go down the line or right in that area that you're more likely, if you're playing good players, they're going to throw down the line with it. So, hey buddy. Good man, how you doing, my friend? So when you hit that shot and it goes down the line, now you can hit cross court and feel comfortable knowing that it's not going to go flying out because you have all that room. Which I was saying, those who live down the line, die by the line, down the line. You have to cover that. You have to cover that shot, because if the person gets to that ball, They're gonna rip it cross court, or they can hit behind you because you're gonna end up running cross court. So there's strategy. So right now, I am a person who plays tennis, but I'm learning more about the game so I can become a tennis player, if that makes sense. So the more you learn about the courts, the way, the dimensions on it, the reason why people are doing what they're doing. If you're watching intuitive tennis, he was playing a match the other day, and he's close to my age. He's younger than me, but he made some errors, hitting the ball into the net, which I've never seen him do. So he was playing this guy as a left-hander, and this guy's quick, and Nick was doing great. He was already, like, I think he was up 3-1 or something, and he started making errors. Well, one, he has a knee injury, and when he was playing college, he was saying he hurt his knee and stuff, and also reoccurred and hurt it in the opens and stuff like that. So he knows strategy. So he was what you call trying to shorten the points and going for the point to end the point quicker, so he's not out there longer and putting pressure on his knee. Now, instead, and they're like, why don't you just come into the net? Because one, that guy's really fast and he has pretty good passing shots. So when you go into the net with a guy like that, he's gonna put some, he can hit some passing shots. But Nick is a taller guy. He probably would have won more points if he did go into the net. But in the middle of battle, he changed his style of play. He changed his tactics because he was serving out wide. The ball was coming short, like I was saying, and then he was going for the winners and making winners where was makeable, instead of trying to hit harder shots. Because the way he was serving pretty good. So the ball was coming the way he wanted to come back, and then when that ball was coming back that way, he could put the ball away with a shorter, with that return, with the 1-2 punch, so to speak. Serve out wide, ball comes, boom, winner, going for winners. But he is playing a guy that's very fast and very quick. And I think if Nick didn't hit those net shots, he probably would have beat that guy 6-2. But it would have been a close match, but he would have probably won that night. So let's get back to what we're doing. We're going to keep practicing. We're going to keep going. Get comfortable. Get the racket and just try to get my knees so I can bend it with my body. Continental grip. Continental grip. It's taken 2 months for me to even get to this point. shuffling my left foot. That's to compensate. That's shuffling my left foot because with an injury, your body's gonna protect it. Yeah, I've had to change my style of serving. I'm gonna have more of a pinpoint stand now. Serving and serve is it's the most important shot, in my opinion, at return. So you definitely want to be able to have some kind of second serve, and don't put pressure on yourself. Until people start teeing off on that second serve, and they can get that consistent enough. Try to mix the serve up so you're not predictable. It's a lot of practice and comfortable with it. And I'm feeling really comfortable with this practice. It's really nice, man. My friend Al is a really cool dude for what the ball is. He's a cool guy anyway. I like him. He's nice dude. Just, so many good people in the world. Just as out there, all of them. That's my own style serve. Sort of like a slice kicker. What I do is I hit the ball, it was really good slice, and instead of it going out wide, it actually comes back in this way. I'll see if I can do it again. Turn on the box. And go out wide, and come back this way. Yeah. See how it dies? It's not exactly the way I was trying to do it. Sometimes I hold the racket down so low on the bottom. It's really low. Second serves. Let's start from the first. Sometimes I will serve straight up in front of me instead of throwing it. I know you're supposed to throw the ball in front of me on the court, but if I'm not playing doubles or I'm serving and balling, sometimes I'll mix it up and I'll throw it straight up in front of me. And when I use tennis balls, I play them until there's not a bounce left in them. some people telling you what you can't do. I always, and these wraps, when you do the wraps on your racket, I won't use it more than a couple sets. At least for me, it starts to get weird, like really worried. The best over wraps that I've ever used is really the Prince over wraps. They have the little holes in them and stuff, man, and then got a nice grip, leathery, leathery too. Let's try something different. So fluent, trying to be fluent. Let's try one out one. You have to, the opponent has to believe that you'll be able to hit a big serve. So what I do is like I just set up the same way too. I just go like this, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, and then like that. We're off the frame. But I'll try a better one than that. I guess it's a little funny. I just kind of drop it and just cut underneath it real quick. And it just really go way over the net. I mean, it's really over the net and ball. So it's not what you do. But you definitely have to, you know, be able to serve. All right, man. You know, serve to where the person's standing back a little bit. this is, you know, best my body's felt in a long time. I'm still sore and still, you know, a little achiness in my back, things of that nature. But been working real hard for you guys, ladies out there. I told you I'm gonna train real hard, and I'm gonna get to a level where I'm gonna want to play some people on the internet. You know, there's a couple guys that live around me, and I'm not saying I'll win or anything like that, but I definitely will have fun. And I just I love the game of tennis. The only thing that I love more than tennis is surfing, and I'm not able to surf like I used to, or even go out anymore, because I have a plate in my shoulder, and it's really tough. It's difficult for me paddling out, and especially when the waves are big. So you know, I spend a lot of time out in the ocean, so this is the thing that I enjoy the most, besides going in the ocean, is playing tennis and training. And like I said, I have friends, you know, from playing tennis since I've been 19. That fella I just left, Coach Brick, I've known him since I've been 19 years old, and just amazing guy, and you know, good people. And I play tennis with a group of people varying from any ages, like from, you know, 30 on up to 75. And one of the couple of the ladies we played during Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't play in that league anymore, well, as much as I want to, because you know, they're up there in age, and I'm really afraid, you know, because sometimes I'll hit a ball, and you know, you really gotta be careful, because I'm not trying to injure anybody, nor am I trying to, you know, make anybody not want to play, because you know, they're playing a little slower than we were playing, you know, but they're out here playing and they're grinding, and I have mad respect for them, and some of these people in their 80s and stuff like that, so they're not able to move as well as they did when they were younger. So I play in the other league that's Tuesday and Thursdays, but like I said, I love those folks Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then a lot of times I'm actually playing singles Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays with some of my other friends that are, you know, that play singles, and I've been looking for more people around my area to play singles and doubles with. So just something I'll, you know, try to get, you know, this summer. Hopefully we can find more people to play, and record some matches, and have some fun with this. But you see me, I come out here, I'm having fun, I'm getting loose, you know, practicing hitting the ball correctly, working on one-handers, so I can, you know, hit proper two-handed backhand shots. Jeez, this thing, this is the second time I didn't actually hit it that hard today. That's the second time I hit this silly ball hopper. Just look at how they made this thing. Okay, so they have a ball hopper that doesn't stick together when you put it together. There's no clamp on it or nothing. That's how I made it. So I literally had to put a string to tie it together. So when I'm playing, you know, so when I'm picking the balls up, or just you just sitting there, it's not falling over. I would never buy a ball hopper like this again. I didn't know it was like that when I bought it. These are the shittiest ball hoppers, for that fact alone. I mean, it picks the ball up, plus it only holds like 60 balls, 55, 60 balls. But anyway, you know, just getting out here, doing drop feeds, practicing one-handers, and then, you know, hitting off the tennis ball machines, helping out a lot. And, you know, just getting fresh air, coming out here, practicing, working on the serve. And it's really important that you do this, like, if, you know, at least 3 or 4 days a week. If you can practice at least 3 days a week, you're going to be good. And playing is different than practicing. I like playing a lot, but there's things that you can do when you're practicing that you can't do when you're playing, because you just, you know, you're afraid of losing points or whatever. But a lot of things that I do when I, you know, when I'm playing, I do that. I play the way I practice too. Like, the same way that I practice is how I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go for second serves. I'm gonna go for shots. I'm gonna try to, you know, do things that a lot of people, you know, would think risky. But I hit a lot. I can hit really good drop shots, and especially if you know, people are playing deep on the baseline. You know, get them into the net, make them feel uncomfortable. You know, and I see a lot of people trying to hit passing shots. But until I don't really try to hit the passing shot unless that person can volley. So when I'm first playing somebody and I'm playing a singles, I'll hit it right at them to see if they can volley, and if they can't volley, then I don't have to worry about hitting like crazy passing shots or anything like fancy. I'll just, just place the ball right down the line or throw a lob up. I practice lobs, and I have an Eastern, okay, my grip is an Eastern grip, so I just bring the racket back like this and then hit through it, step into it, and when I step into it, I try to put my weight into it, into the ball. So that's how I do it. The ball's coming, I stand here, I the racket, and I just step into the ball and try to use my waist. And now that I'm able to bend my legs a little bit better, I'm able to, hit properly. Because before I was having problems bending my legs, and I still am. I still feel a little pain in there. So I've been practicing the one-hander, like I said, and then practicing hitting left-handed, to help get that two-hander down. So just coming out here with a bucket of balls, practicing your serve, working on just volleys, whatever you can do to improve your game. It'll help you in the long run. The better you get at the game of tennis, the more fun you have. And then when you're playing in competition, still try to have fun playing, and try to be creative, because you're an artist, and what you're doing out here is you're creating your own shots. You don't have to just be a computer or be a robot and try to hit like everybody else. Just have your own style and enjoy playing. And like I said, it's a real pretty extreme Eastern, I guess. Like 1, 2, 3. Right, I'm right in the middle of that thing right there. That's how I hold my racket, like that. So this is 1, 2. There's the Continental, and then my this would be a Continental right here. The second bevel's a Continental. So my knuckle is literally right on the third one, a little bit over the. So that's why like a lot of the balls you see when I'm playing or hitting, it's just clearing like that. I mean, I can hit with a lot more top spin, but I just bring my racket back like that, like I said, and just brush it enough to get it over the net, and try to use my hips as much as possible and make a 45-degree angle. Like you want to kind of like make a. Some people have their elbow. They're teaching people how to like bring their elbow out and keep it like that and hit through it like that. I just bring it back and just kind of drop it naturally and just hit like that. And even practicing at home, just practicing. If you want to use your elbow like that to get it up away from your body, like a lot, practice that way. But just make sure you got the right grip, and there's plenty of videos. I have another video showing the grips, but if you do a Western or 1, 2, 3, that's like a Continental right there. I'm sorry, a semi-Western. You can use a semi-Western. First one, second one's Continental. So it goes like this. It's like a clock, and these bevels. So there's the first one right there is Continental. Second one's Continental, and then you got your Eastern, and then you got your semi-Western, and then the Western's on the bottom. So if you're holding it like this, your knuckle is where your grip is going to be. So mine's like that. So 1, 2, yeah, it's like a in between, I guess, a Eastern and semi-Western. But yeah, you can. A lot of guys that we're talking about too, that they use all the grips, like depending on what the shot is, like can just change it and use it. And I do that too. Like depending on what the situation is. If I want to hit with a lot of top spin, like excessive amount, you can change your grip and hit like that. But that's for higher balls. I just stick with when it's a low ball, I would just keep my Eastern grip, especially like on my returner serves. I'll use that Eastern grip, and then it's just a lot easier with the Eastern grip to switch it over. When you're doing returner serves or you're getting ready to hit, your two-handed backhand, you got your hand right on that Continental right there, and hitting through it, and you just want to bring it, bring the racket straight back and hit through the ball. Some people drop the racket and hit through like that. Some people bring it up and go like that. I just bring it straight back like this and hit like a baseball pretty much. It's like, you know, practice like I was hitting with the back of my knuckles, you know. And this is why you want to practice doing one-handers, you know, practicing that one-handed backhand. It gives you a lot of, you know, and then practicing, you know, using the left hand to get a flow. Then when the ball's coming, you know, bending, shifting. It just, the more, you just got to hit a lot of tennis balls, folks. You got to get into a rhythm, and, you know, recording yourself, you can see what you're doing wrong and practice doing that. And as I say, even at your house, you can practice, you know, practice your return or serve. Ball's coming, like that, you know? So, appreciate everybody watching. I'm gonna call it a night because those bugs are getting bad, and Ashley should be coming out here pretty soon anyway. I appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun. It was good for me, you know, come out here, get my legs going, and I'm bending my knees more, so I'm happy about that. And I'm just gonna, you know, go home, take a shower, and work on stretching my legs. You know, just get this, try to get this flexibility back and stuff, and that will help me play better. And trying to come out here tomorrow, do a little more practice. It's been really hot down here in Florida. It's in almost like 95 degrees, you know, during the day, and on the tennis courts it's way over 100 degrees. So if you're out here in the heat and stuff, make sure you drink a lot of water. Make sure you know, don't overdo it. Keep it over your, you know, keep aware of your surroundings. If you feel hot, you feel you're overworked, go in the shade, get you some water on yourself, cool your body temperature down, and don't overdo it. So, like I said, thanks for everybody watching. I appreciate your support, and I really do, you know, I do appreciate everything. Thanks again. See you soon.